thanking and praising the kind spirits for being here.
Amen.
Because, you know, I can always hear Mother Cleveland say it, he didn't have to do it, but he did. For whatever reason, he did.
Amen.
And I'm just grateful and I'm thankful to the Spirit. We did have a prayer line call this morning.
Amen.
And we thank the Spirit for visiting. But while we were on that call, Reverend Reese came to me and she was singing that song, "There is room at the cross for you."
Yes.
There is room at the cross for you. You hear what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what you're going through. It doesn't matter how dark and dismal things may seem. It doesn't matter how hard the road may look in front of you, how stony it may be. There is always room at the cross for you. Always room. But we have to make that conscious decision
Amen.
to walk towards that hallowed ground. And you know, Spirit saying we have to rededicate our lives. Sometimes we have to rededicate ourselves. We have to surrender ourselves to the Spirit of God. You know, Alcoholics Anonymous has a saying, I don't know how many of you guys here are familiar with Alcoholics Anonymous, but they have their 12, I can't get it out, 12 principles. And their highest principle is they surrender to the higher power. They surrender to the higher power.
Amen.
You hear what I'm saying? They surrender to the higher power. Sometimes we have to, you know, just like I said in the line this morning, just raise your hands up.
Yes.
Just raise your hands up in the air and just say thank you. Just say thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Just thank you. Raise your hands up. You have to just do it sometimes. Just say thank you. And just say thank you. You have to say, what am I saying thank you for? What am I saying thank you for? But you know what? George Clinton had a song, and I brought this up in the prayer line once. You know what? And he calls the word spirit funk. That's what he calls it. He's talking about spirit. He said the funk can not only, it can remove. You hear what I'm saying? Whatever it is that's ailing you, whatever it is that's bothering you, whatever it is that's blocking you, that you perceive as blocking you, guess what? The spirit can move that.
Amen.
Yes.
The spirit can move that. And see, sometimes we have to learn how to surrender to the Spirit. We have to learn how to surrender to the Spirit. I was still on George Clinton. I don't know why he came in there like that this morning. But one time he was doing a show on television. He was out there dancing. You know, George Clinton, funk, R&B, you know, hardcore. And they were out there, they were just dancing. All these people out there doing their dancing. And this little white guy got out on the phone. He was all prison. And he was just doing this thing over there. He turned around, George felt somebody behind him. He turned around and he said, the man stop. And he said, no, don't stop now. Don't stop.
Yes.
Let it use you. Let the spirit use you. Let the feeling move you.
Yes.
Let it move you. I was looking over the section. The spirit's touching somebody this morning. I was looking in the room this morning. And it started over there. It started over there. I'm talking to you. Yes. It started with you. He was standing there. He was just getting it. He was just moving. And I said, he's going to pick his feet up in a second. He's going to pick his feet up. He's going to get into the field and just let it take over. We have to let the spirit take over. That's what surrender. Don't worry about anybody else around you. You got the thing you have to say. If the spirit tells you to move your feet, move your feet. Clap your hands, clap your hands.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Don't worry about it. That guy, he's going to take off over there.
Yes.
They jump from him and jump on your mind.
Yes.
Amen.
See, the spirit is going to move.
Yes.
And when the spirit comes in like that, it's coming in to remove. You hear me? It's coming in to remove.
Yes.
It's coming in sometime to straighten things out.
Yes.
Straighten things out. That's not right. We have to learn how to give ourselves over to the Lord. You hear what I'm saying?
Amen.
We have to learn how to give ourselves over. You know, yesterday I think the nights that did come, and for those of you who didn't come, you don't know what you missed. But I think the ones that did come, and we discharged our duty. for the Spirit for allowing us, enabling us to be able to do that. So some of us are free will. Food. Usually we charge for the seminar, we charge for the, that's what the charge is for the food, but it was free this time. But anyway, I'm just grateful and I'm thankful. Let the Spirit use you.
Amen.
Don't close your mind on the Spirit. Faith, I'm glad to see you here today. I told your mother to tell you, God bless you both. And I was like, what are you talking about? Bless them both. I'm not talking about that man. Bless her and that baby. Bless her and that baby. I'm glad to see you here today.
Amen.
I'm glad to see you here today. God bless you. And just continue to hold on to Father really unchanging hand. I'm talked out from yesterday. I'm talked out from this morning. There's so much I want to say. So much I want to say, you know, and it's just, all I can tell you, the Spirit is real.
Amen.
I can hear Ricky singing that song, Give Yourself to the Master. You hear me? Give yourself. And her song is Give Yourself to Jesus, but I'm telling you, give yourself to her.
Yes. Yes.
Give yourself to her. What's the next line? You don't have much time. Give yourself to who? To the Master. Guess what? He'll make everything supply. Give yourself. That's that surrender that I was talking about earlier. Give yourself to him. Give yourself to him.
Amen.
And like Reverend Roberts was saying, let the Lord use you. Let the Lord use you. You know, when we call out to you as an eyes and spirit, say, speak to this person, speak to that person, you're not trying to put them on the spot. You're seeing something spirit on them for a reason. You're seeing the Spirit on you for a reason. And like that song said, Reverend Chanel, the choir singing, guess what? Girl will work it out.
Amen.
But it says something else in there. What's the next line? If you let him, he will work it out. If you let him, he will work it out.
Amen.
Because I turned it over to the Lord, and guess what? He worked it out.
Amen.
I didn't work it out, he worked it out. But instead, we want to try to write directions to him. We want to leave him little crypt notes, telling him how, what we need, when we need it, how we need it, why we need it. Think about it for a second. He said, I turned it over to the Lord, and he worked it out. And then I like it, that song goes down in there and it speeds up a little bit. I can hear her say, Desiree say to me, I'm singing it. Your light bills due. Your rent ain't paid. Huh? Think about it. Tell me some more. Light bill due, rent not paid. Right, telephone, this and that. You hear me? You wait on that paycheck. She says, how many of y'all wait for that stimulus check? How many of y'all wait for that? Can't wait for that Bob's birthday to get that stimulus check. Birthday to get that stimulus check. But you know what? That's a blessing.
Amen.
That's
Amen.
a blessing. Because you didn't have to give it.
Amen.
You didn't have to get it. And then they got good. They're not going to even try to take it back from you later on. They'll give you something, they come back and take it back another time a little bit later on. But he's giving it to you this time. But anyway, I'm not going to be before you long today. I do want to read something to you. I had something prepared, but I'm not going to go that route today. I'm not going to go that route today, but I just want to read something to you. And Reverend Chanel, she got up and she sang that song, and she was right on point then. She's saying, I'm a child of the King. I'm a child of the King. Father Reverend Ladder, Father early came in, Reverend Ladder was singing that song. I'm a child of the King. Why did I say Father Reverend Ladder? Y'all know where I'm going with this. One time, Father Hurley was going to church. And he started the organization with 5 children. And they were going to church. And they were going up some stairs. And Reverend Latimer had a little smart mouth. And she told him, she said, well, if you're supposed to be God, if you're supposed to be God, and I can see her shaking her head. If you're supposed to be God, next thing she said, she remembered, wow. She was getting up off the ground, knocked her down the stairs. And she said, he said, now who you signing? Who do you say I am?
Yeah.
Think about it for a second. She tried.
Amen.
And that takes you back to another story of another guy. His name was Dr. Dwayne Dyer. He was having a bad day one day. He had teenage kids, and they were in the house. And he was running late for a presentation, and he was trying to get things together, trying to get out the house, trying to get them out the house, to get them because he was dropping them off somewhere. And the ordinary man, prophets, teachers, ordinary people like you and me. Ordinary people that God just had called on their life. And he told his children, he said, you all got to come on now, I got to get out of here. And one of his kids came and said, well, you're supposed to be God. You're supposed to be God. And he did not think about it, it was up to him. But long story short, what he ended up telling them was, he said he had to stop and think about that for a second. Who am I? Who am I?
Amen.
Who am I? And then he brought him back to center point, brought him back to that center. Why am I letting these little things bother me? Why am I letting these mosquitoes and these little flies annoy me? You know, I know who I am. And see, sometimes that's what we have to do. We have to get still and remember who we are. Remember who we are. And as I said, I'm going to read something, I'm going to sit down. I say that all the time, I know. But anyway, the Spirit is real. The Spirit is real. I just want you all to continue this morning. We said use the Spirit of who? Reverend Alpha Bell this week. But it wasn't only Alpha Bell. It was also the Spirit of Reverend Herbert Harrison, Prince Herbert Harrison. And not only Prince Herbert Harrison, it was the Spirit of Reverend Eileen Child. And not only her spirit, but the spirit of Reverend Mary Paxton. Those are the four primary spirits that came out this morning. Call on them this week. Call on them. Call those names. Call those names. And your four coordinates, your 4 points, call those names. And send them out. Because guess what? They're here to bless. They are here to bless. They are here to bless. And just hold on, God don't change again. We had, I've read this to you many times, but I just want to share it with you again. And it starts off, and I'm going to start off in a different place. It says, we must acknowledge the presence of God right here in the very place where we are. Right here in the very place where we are, we have to acknowledge the presence of God. Not the situation. Not the problem. I'm not saying that materially you're not experiencing. I'm not saying materially you're not seeing it. But be still and realize that God is right there in the midst of the situation. When the disciples was out on the boat and that sea was rough, that boat was being tossed about, the little ship was being tossed about. And all this took place on that sea over there, Galilee. And this boat was being tossed about. I was like, that ain't that big. But anyway, it must be. But the boat was being tossed about, just what happened. Peter looked up. Peter looked up and he thought he saw an angel. He thought he saw a spirit walking towards him on water. And then he realized that it was the Lord. Right there in the midst of that storm, right there in the midst of all that caution and turmoil, right there in the midst of that problem, God was there. God was there and was making his way to them. You hear me? And then get this. And this is what Peter said. Peter said, oh, thank you, God, for coming to save me. Thank you for being here with me. That's not what he said. That's what he said. Lord, if that's you. Do you hear me? Lord, if that's you. Tell me to get out of this boat and walk to you on this water. How many has tried a spirit like that?
Amen.
We put God to the test, like Reverend Robinson said. We put him to the test. We want to try the spirit that's showing up to help us, and they want to question, we want to be sure that it's him. Now you're seeing something impossible unfold in front of you. Well, guess what happens? Jesus spoke to him. He told him, get off that boat. Get on off there. But see, he got something else in there. Reverend Adams used to always say, I love my spirit still. She said, so be it according to your faith.
Yeah.
According to your faith. So he believed. And when he believed, he was able to step off that ship over that water
Yeah.
and started walking towards Jesus. And then guess what he did? He took his eyes off the Lord.
Yes, he did.
He took his eyes off of God.
Yeah.
And he looked back at the problem. And he looked back at the situation which he felt was impossible.
Yes.
He looked back at the thing that he was sinking in. And you know what happened?
Yes.
He started to sing.
Yeah.
And I can hear Jesus say, oh, ye a little faith.
Yeah.
Oh, ye a little, why did you doubt?
Amen.
What's the point of that? Don't take your eyes off God.
Yeah.
Don't take your eyes off the Lord.
Yes.
Don't take your eyes off the Lord. Now read that line again. It says we must acknowledge the presence of God right in the very place where we are. It doesn't matter where that place is.
Yes.
That's my point to you. It doesn't matter where that. It may be a courtroom. It may be in a bank trying to get a loan. It may be in a doctor's office waiting for an opinion. It may be in a relationship between you and a man or a woman and a man. It may be. Anyway, you will get it. Ain't no right to it. You will. But anyway, the point being, keep your eyes on the Lord right where you are. And I just want to read something else to you, a little bit before, and then I'm going to sit down. It says, regardless of the appearance, you are not separate and apart from God. I'm paraphrasing. You are not separate and apart from God. We gave you all those cards earlier. And those cards that say we believe that God is spirit. It didn't stop there. What was the next one? We believe our bodies are matter and dwelling places.
For God.
And then what's the next? We believe, that's the one. That's the one right there. We believe that man is spirit just like God.
Yeah.
Just like God. That's what we have to realize. Nothing can separate from God. It says, so the thing to overcome is the sense of separation, not an actual separation. There's only one way to overcome a sense of separation from God, and that is to acknowledge the activity and the presence of God where you are.
Yeah.
Guess what? Nothing you can do or think will enable you to find God. Oh, that's contradictory now. Nothing you can do or think. He said there's no need to search for God. But we're searching for him because why? The kingdom of God is within you. If the kingdom of God is within you, where are you to search? If I go to Washington, D.C. in 1600 Pennsylvania Street, who do I expect to find in that house that sits there? The president is supposed to be there. That's the president's house.
Yep.
So in the kingdom of God, who's going to be in that kingdom?
Yeah.
God is there. God is there.
Yes.
And it says, what effort is necessary, I love this, to find that which is within us. What effort is necessary? Think about it for a second. By the very act of searching and seeking for God, we are denying that the kingdom is within us. The kingdom of God is within us. The more we use physical and mental efforts to find God, the more we are denying that His kingdom is within us. Our relationship with God is, I and the Father are one, not two. God is, therefore I am. That is oneness. Searching for God is our searching for something that is closer to us than our breathing and nearer than our hands and feet. I'll be there right there. But I just want you to know that's what the Spirit's saying this week, this day. That right there in that, whatever it is you're in, God's there.
Yes,
Amen.
God is there. Remember that story of Peter. Don't try God. Raise your hand and say thank you. Just raise your hand and say thank you. Raise your hand and say thank you for
Yes,
opening the
yes,
doors.
thank you.
Raise your hand, and guess what? He'll open more doors.
Amen.
And he'll open more doors.
Yes.
And he'll open more doors.
Amen.
And he'll open more doors.
Yes.
He'll open more doors. He'll open more doors and open your way hard. Do you hear me? He can open up more doors. Think about it.
Amen.
Think of that's my message to you today. That's my message. God is right there where you are. It doesn't matter what you're going through. See, sometimes God come in here rearrange things that need to be rearranged. You're afraid to do spring clean, but guess what? The Spirit is. The Spirit is. You might be afraid to do it, but the Spirit is. See, somebody might be in that bed, they don't need to be in that bed, the Spirit come and get But I just want you all to think about that for a second. Think about Peter. Peter is something else. And not only Peter, I want to touch on somebody else, Paul. Paul, because God keeps speaking to your granddaughter. And don't be offended when we speak to you. I'm going to call you out. I'm going to call you out. Stop being Paul. Stop kicking against the pricks. Saul. Stop kicking against the pricks. Let the Spirit use you in your life. Like I said, the Spirit, you don't have to become a minister like your grandma. You don't have to become you're not going back on the sacred staff. They're not going to put you back on the staff. Make you be, I'm going to use the proper word. I don't use the wrong. Celibate. They're not going to make you celibate. Spirit's not going to make you celibate. But let the Spirit is around you for a reason. And that's why we keep picking up that Spirit. The Spirit's around you for a reason. Like she said, take that coat off. When I say take that coat off, I'm not talking about the material coat. I'm talking about that coat of Joseph, that coat of many colors. Get those emotions and those things that's holding you back. Take them off.
Amen.
Go them around you and be free. And be free. God is trying to do something. That how the old song say, God is trying to tell you something. You hear me? God is trying. Now when I say God is trying to tell you, I'm not talking about nothing bad. I'm not talking about nothing bad. I'm not talking about nothing bad. It's like Reverend Rob was asking what the Spirit tell me. Oh, honor. Didn't the Spirit say honor? Before that. What did she say today? She said something else today. She said, trust me. She said something. He was doing something. He was going to work something out or something that ain't effect. Accept it. Accept the Spirit. Tell the Spirit, show me what they're talking about. Show me. What's the name song? When I did the men's committee, that was one of my sermons one night. Show me what you're working with. Shake your hand. Show me what you're working with.
Amen.
Show me what you're working with. And people didn't get where Reverend Gardner was coming from. Young people loved it, but Reverend Gardner was coming shaking.
Yes.
Shake it. And shake your fast. And guess what? When I shake it, I'm telling them, show me what you're working with.
Amen.
Open up the path in front of me.
Yes.
Open that door up. Move those out. Move those out. You hear me? Change it around.
Amen.
Anyway, just hold on. Continue to hold on to God. Don't change his hand. Continue to hold on. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. And like I said, I'm going to see those feet move one Sunday.
Oh, yes.
I'm going to see those feet move.
Oh, yes.
They're going to pick up.
Oh, yes. More.
They're going to pick up. They're going to pick up. They're going to pick up. You're going to take off like a rocket. Who look at you? Who looking? Don't worry about who looking at you.
Yes, right.
Tell them to look at yourself.
Yes. Yes.
Accept what the Spirit brings you.
Yes.
Accept what the Spirit brings you. But anyway, we love each and every one of you. We're praying for you. We're praying for each and one of you. Like I say all the time, stop worrying about the little fires. You got all these little fires all the time. And those little fires come along, guess what they do? They keep your mind off your goal. They keep your mind off your goal. And you so busy running around, oh, I got do this. I gotta run over here, I gotta do that. I gotta do this. I gotta run over here, I gotta do this. And you don't miss what you were set out to do. You hear me? What you were set out to do. And you know, so one more thing, and I'm gonna do it for me, I'm just sing it for me. The Spirit came in singing in the church this morning before you walked out, you remember, and all of them was in the car. And the Spirit came in singing that girl, fix it for you.
Yes.
Why? Because he knows
Yes.
just what to do.
Yes.
What's the other line?
Whenever you pray,
Whenever you pray,
let him have his way,
Hurley have his way,
and he
for he
will
will
fix
fix
it
it
for you.
for you. You
Yeah.
hear me? Let Hurley fix it for you.
Yes, sir.
That's my message again to you, and that into that message, let Hurley fix it for you. That's going right back along what I talked about. Let Hurley fix it for you.
Yes.
Let Hurley fix it. But anyway, we're going to sit down and say peace and love and all those good things, and just continue to hold on to God